Today we're going to go through all of my weekly whips and then we're going to color. We are currently working in our project book, Hidden Seasons by Rita Berman. Do you have this book? Are you coloring along with us? I hope so. I am very organized this week with my whips thanks to my Amanda Colors 2026 planner. I know exactly what I've done in the past week. This is what's been hard for me since I first started coloring is I could never keep track. If I said I'm going to write it down, I just wasn't. I frankly wasn't, and then I would forget. Now I know exactly what I colored in the past week. I actually worked on a lot of different whips, including something in here, and I had such a blast. You're going to see kind of like a sneak peek in what's to come, future channel videos. I'm really excited to share that with you. Then we're going to jump in the deep end, my friends, on our Dear page in Hidden Seasons, and I have a really great idea for what I want to do today on that page. Do you love chatty style videos? Give this video a thumbs up if you do. There are also timestamps below. So if you don't care about my weekly whips and you want to jump straight to the coloring, you can. You can skip around however you would like to. If you're new here, I'm Tara. This is Tara Tripoli Arts. Welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. I am an artist. I've been an artist for almost 30 years, but I'm very new to coloring just in the past few months. I'll put a few images on the screen if this is the first time you're here so you can kind of see my vibe. This is a series where we go through my weekly whips and I kind of talk through what I'm thinking about when I'm painting it or coloring it and my plan for how to complete the page. I also try to have this as a premiere. So if you missed the premiere this time, Sundays, 2 p.m. Eastern is the premiere. Unless there's some emergency situation that I'm not going to be able to be there live, then it'll be recorded. And if you come to a premiere, we can chat live. I know the concept of a premiere is a little weird. It's like, I thought you were doing a live stream. I'm not filming live, but I am there live. And then we have the chat and we have so much flipping fun. So let me run through and share with you everything that I've colored the past week. Let's start with Sarah Renee Clark's planner. You guys already know I love this thing. This is my productivity planner. I'm keeping track of when I'm editing and filming and when I'm having videos come out. Can I share something with you? It's kind of like it's on track, but it isn't. This is the page that I colored, but I want to share something else with you first. So that was last week. This is my film and edit schedule. I have filmed and edited every single day, except for January 1st. Apparently I didn't film. Filmed and edited every day just for this channel. I've done nothing for the other channels. I need to think about this and make sure I'm preserving my sanity and my mental health. And also I have jobs. I have 2 jobs and I have to work. And I'm noticing I'm running myself a little ragged right now. What happened this past week is I've had to reschedule 4 different things. I wrote reschedule, slow down. And I'm going to be kinder to myself. I've already written a lot of stuff here. So if I have to, I'll put a sticker over it. But moving forward, I'm really going to think about this more because I'm here for the long haul. I'm not here just for right this second. Okay, so I colored this week on my weekly plans. So I used these stickers. These are the Sarah Renee Clark stickers. And this was this one sticker? Yeah, this was one sticker, and I love hydrangeas. And I put 3 other stickers because I wanted something different on here. So what I did with this was I used my Tombos. Have we met? I flipping love these Tombos. I did do a little bit of shading, but not much. This made me really happy to do this because if it's just get it done, if all of this is just about producing, I'm not going to be very happy. So like that's going to be very stressful for me. So this made me happy. And then I put this sticker. This is another one of Sarah Renee Clark's stickers. You can color on them and I love that. I haven't colored any of this yet and I don't know why, except I don't know if I would use Tombos there. I don't think I've done any coloring around the borders and I really want to do that. So that's all I colored in Sarah Renee Clark's planner in the past week. Just to get the planners out of the way, I also colored in Amanda Colors planner. And what I did not color that I should be coloring, I did add some stickers to this page, and I'm super happy with them. Just makes me happy looking at it. I did not color this, and I do want to color it, but I have all month, and even if I don't finish it in the month, I can still color it. So on this, what I did, I put these two stickers and I colored them. That made me very happy. This is my coloring schedule, like my coloring when I color, I write in it, and it's been really helpful for me to keep track. And I like putting things like today's small victories, which makes me smile because you know I love that book. Not that that has to do with it. Choose joy, and I have a color coding system that I'm using now. Red is for whips and yellow is when I complete it. So that makes me really happy because visually I can just see it. So that makes me happy. So those are the only things I colored in Amanda Colors Planner, 2026 Planner this past week. Next up, we have Johanna's Christmas. I have so many whips in here, but the only thing I worked on was our buddy color. This week, anyway. And it is here. I have really big plans for this, and I think I'm going to do this today because we're already going to have something out and I want to use it. So did you see the video when I based this owl in alcohol markers? I highly recommend that. I came over the top with the Prismas and they were not blending well, even with a blender, like a colored pencil blender. I showed this in my complete everything I colored in the month of December. I showed this in there, but I've done more. I've done more shading on him. He's stinking so serious. I really love how this is coming out. So I am going to finish this because at the time of filming this, it's Saturday. It's Saturday because, you know, tomorrow is Sunday Vibes. It's Saturday the 10th. So I'm running out of time, but I'm not going to put too much pressure on myself. It's not going to take much to get it done. So stay tuned for that. So I colored this in the past week. Next up, we have Rita Berman's new book, Das Land der Kleiner, The Land of Small or Little Adventures. We started this on the live stream, my friends, and I've worked on it since. This is my inspiration photos, and I stinking love it. That is not the picture. It's on the other side of this. I am in love with how this is coming out. I love the effect that I'm getting on these flowers. I did come up with a 3-color combination for these flowers instead of having to use so many. I love the store window. Really leaning into my inspiration with this, but adding a little bit more color. Was it Kathy that told me about the henna color? Kathy, I think it was you. Thank you. I flipping love that color. I'm using that color everywhere. So this is entirely in pencil and entirely in Prismacolors, which I don't normally do. And it's coming out great. I love the vibe. I'm not 100% sure about the purple. What do you think? I'm kind of thinking I'm going to come over it with the indigo blue, and so it's just a deeper color because I think it's just too purple. And I'm just going to keep chipping away at her. I love this book. I love the paper. Did you come to my live stream? We have so much flipping fun on the live streams. And you guys are so helpful with letting me know what everything is because I didn't know what stuff is. I'm a little stuck on the lantern because I don't necessarily want it to be on, but I don't have to have it on. It's daytime. In my mind, it's daytime. I love how this fox is coming out. She is stunning. There's so much red. I wanted her to really stand out. So I'm thinking I have my black swan handle, which I love, that I want to make stuff darker. This kind of was my inspiration, the Dior, like the blues and stuff. So I don't know. I'm having a lot of fun coloring this though. And I decided not to film the entire process because one of my goals for 2026 is to color without filming. You guys tell me you want me to do this because then it's like a surprise to see the pages. Because if everything I'm filming that I'm on, I mean, I love filming. I want to share everything that's going on. But I think I want to also preserve my sanity. I did film a reel/short for my 3-color combination. If it's not already on the channel, it will be, to get the flower effect. I'm in love with it. It just needs some Languo gel pens right there. So that's all I colored this week in Rita Berman's The Land of Small Adventures. This is one of our focus books for 2026. Do you have this book? I flipping love this book. Next up, we have Sweetest from Diane DeFore. I am working on a very special video using this book. I love this book. I'm not waiting for Mermaid to do this, okay? I'm doing it now. So I painted this. I flipping love how this is coming out. I used the King Art gel sticks. A special thank you to Jana. Thank you so much for sending me this set. I flipping love them. I learned a lot about them. I really put them to the test. So this is the series I'm doing, where like a tutorial of water. But in this particular video, this is the 2nd edition, and I've already filmed. Oh, I did just realize I forgot to bring a book. I showed this last week. Where is it? I showed this last week. This was done all with the Derwent ink tints. And I love how this is coming out. And I think I might do the whole page with the ink tints. Show you how to do water 3 different ways. Ink tints, King Art gel sticks. I have 1 more page planned. Do you want to see the page I'm planning on doing? Let me show you. Is this to do the water in this page? You know what? I just realized that other page was the grabby watercolors. Then it was the King Art gel sticks. So I need 1 more medium. I haven't started this yet at the time of recording this video. What would you like to see me do for the water here? We can do Neocolor 2s. We can do Derwent ink tints. I don't have, I wanted to use a water medium. I don't really have any watercolor pencils. I do, I just don't know where they are. So what would you like to see me do here? I also could use a different set of watercolors. I do have other watercolors aside from the grabbies, but I really want to do watercolor or water-based mediums 3 different ways to show how you can get really great effects doing that. Do you love this? The only thing we need to really do when we come back in, when I'm finishing the page, is some highlights. I didn't want to include that here. I did have to plan for what color she is, so I decided to make her emerald green. And I also had to decide what was underwater and what wasn't. So this was a little bit tricky. Because of the way it's drawn, I don't really understand it, but I think I'm going to come over the top with my Posca and put some like ripples here and here. So this is out of the water, but this is not part of the water tutorial. So you'll have to stay tuned for that. So that's all I colored in Sweetest from Diane DeFore. Next up, we have Wonderful Wildflowers by Johanna Basford. I have 2 that I worked on this week in this book. This is another project book of ours. You guys told me you love Johanna Basford, even though she wasn't chosen as our featured artist. Just realized I didn't do anything from our featured artist the past week. I got to get on that. She's in a lot of plans for January. I got to get on that. Let me show you what we worked on this week. The first, I started a series, this double-page spread, and I'm planning on going for this series 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across one page and then across the other. And I'm only using Staedtler's Ergosoft. I have 12. Thank you, Elizabeth. I flipping love them. And embellishments from a Pentel Sparkle Pop, a Uniball, a Signo white gel pen, maybe a Posca white paint pen, and an Ohuhu fine liner, like just embellishments, but the only pencil, all pencils, is going to be the Staedtler's. I really love the effect. I did a lot with the sparkle inside of there, which isn't really what I do a lot of times, but I love the effect. The pencils worked beautifully. Very happy with it. Each one will be filmed, so it's coming soon to a theater near you. Just kidding. So I worked on that, and I have one other to show you. This is not done, but it's almost done, and this is a buddy color that we just came up with, this buddy color. And I'm almost finished with the page. It's not done yet. It's close. Is this page. What do you think, my friends? I flipping love this. This is a challenge video that I created before I went in and did the whole background. It is an Ohuhu versus Polychromos challenge. Same color palette, half and half. Can you see which was colored in Ohuhu and which was colored in Polychromos? I'm going to put up on the screen what it looked like before the background. Stay tuned for that video coming to a theater near you as well. It was a great challenge and it taught me a lot. Then I came back in and I went and I used my new pan pastels and I used my circle, not a stencil, to make, I don't know what I'm doing back here right now. And I kind of thought I made a mistake by going with this color background, but I also really like that it's more muted. That's like, it's not such a contrasting from the image to the background, but I did think it looked great without a background. But I really wanted to try out these pastels and I flipping love them. They don't really come off. I mean, I did fix the page. They work beautifully. This is going to be a double page spread, so I purposefully put it over there. And after I finished the challenge video, then I came back over the top and I used different, I can't remember everything I used right this second, but different Pentel Sparkle. I used different glitter pens. I love the butterfly, but it's not done. So I am going to do a little bit something else with this. I'm just not 100% sure what, but I absolutely love the vibe. So that's all I colored this week in Johanna's Wonderful Wildflowers. And the last book I colored in this past week is Romantic Country by Erie. I'm really proud of myself for trying something I've not done in her books before, because the only thing I've used are Tombos. Tombos and zigs, so that's not what I worked on. I also filmed another video I'm so excited to show you, and it is on this page. I love how this is coming out. Her paper takes watercolor, and this is on the other side, takes it like a dream. Very minimal warping. You don't feel it on the paper, which I love. I used the King Art gel sticks and went to town. And friends, that video is going to be really fun because I'm showing you 3 different ways you can use your King Art gel sticks and my favorite way to do it. This whole entire page I'm going to do with the King Arts. I'm just wanted to start just with the sky and the water. I did want to do them at the same time, which is usually the way I love doing it. I did not do that in the Settiness de Monde because I have something else planned for that. So I am so happy I have these gel sticks. They are phenomenal. And next I'm going to come in and I'm going to do the mountain. And this is still part of the mountain. Then I'm going to come in and do the trees. And then I'm going to do the grass and whatever these things are. I love this book. It's about time this book got some love because I haven't worked in it very much, but watercolors or water-based media work so flipping well. I have a lot of plans for this book. For 2026, we might even make this a focus book, or I might get another book of Erie's. I don't know. Your girl loves getting books. So that's all I worked on this week in Romantic Country by Erie. Okay, my beautiful friends, are you ready to do some coloring? And first, what do you think about my whips? Was it too many? Was it not enough? I'm so excited about it. I love watching your videos about whips. So we have got our Hidden Seasons book. And the page that we are working on, I flipping love how this is coming out. This is our inspiration. I cannot remember if it was Kazi or Erica. I know one of my awesome friends suggested this, but I don't remember which one. I'm so sorry. Said to me, I was going to make these trees green, but I am going to do them as birch trees, like white trees. And I have a really great idea for this, and I'm thinking about trying it and seeing if we can pull it off. So that's something we could do today. Or we can work on the deer, or we could do the foreground. I think I want to do the deer last. so I can get a better vision of what I want to do. So I'm really thinking I want to lean in and do the trees now. And I'm thinking about using my pan pastels and going to town to make them look like birch trees. What's going to happen with that is I don't think we're going to have anything to worry about because of the way in which we're going to use these pan pastels. I can't wait to show you the way I've been using them, and I love them. Because the background is already done. Now we need to come in with something more opaque. I was going to just keep using Inktense, but I think I want to do a different medium for each of them, each of the features of this first page of our project book. So let me go grab the pan pastels. So this is the set that I bought, and they all screw together. It's so stinking cute. So it has the lid. So like this is the white. So they all screw together like this. I love it. I love these things. I've heard only great things about them. I've never used pan pastels before. I've made my own pastels and used other pastels, but I've never used these before. So what is the other color that I need? Probably brown. So we are going to do some birch trees. So look at these stinking tiny little things like these makeup brushes. They work really well. The paper will tear these up because what I was working on the other day kind of did tear it up. It came with this sponge too. It did come with a couple of other of these. I really like using these. This is what I used the other day. Another thing we could use are Q-tips. That's something else that I was using. So I'm going to move these color cards, and I'm also going to grab a reference photo of birch trees. I'll be right back. Grabbed my reference photo. And so they don't obviously look like it because these are so ornamental, but these are the colors that I really want to use. So the way that we're going to do this, I'm going to show you guys this cool technique that I've been working on. So where's my regular piece of paper? So I've got this printout when I was writing this book just to make sure I like the size of everything. So we're going to use the other side of it. This paper is going to be our palette. Just go down this train of thought with me. I know I want these colors. And when looking with the photo, and I'm looking here, we could add a little bit of green because it's never just black or white. If you're interested in picking these up, I mean, I flipping love them. These are the actual other colors, the primary colors. You can mix any color with them. Okay. I think these are the colors, and predominantly we're going to be using black and white, and these are just, we'll do it like that. And I'm going to slip this paper behind. I'm not going to worry about here, and you're going to see why we're not going to have to worry about it, because we can get in such detail with these little brushes and also with Q-tips. So these are the ones I used on that page that I showed the wonderful wildflowers. Can you see how like it got eaten up, so to speak? Yeah. And we might want to use this, but I don't know. So I'm going to start with this. You could either do it directly on the paper, but if you want to do some blending, so I'm going to start with the ones that are farther away. So we know these 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These 10 trees are farther away. These are very different than regular pastels. So since it's mostly white, I'm going to start by taking some white and putting it onto my palette, just like that. I'm going to use my other one for the other colors, and I'm going to take a little bit of brown, and I'm going to mix it. When you have paper, nothing that's absorbent, just regular printer paper, you can actually mix it here. You can use the Caran d'Ache palette, but I don't want to do that because I want this to be for anyone at all. So let's put a little bit of color down. The other thing to remember is pastels are very opaque. You can go over other things. I don't know how well it's going to go over that. So we might need to do some acrylic paint on top. What I'm thinking about here, if we're making them birch trees, there's going to be brown on them. Like color is not just black and white. I am going to grab a little bit of the black. If you mix it here is one effect. You can also try and do it straight on here. So since it is nighttime with the stars, right? This is the perfect size. Now, these pastels do not create really hardly any dust. I just want to show this. Do you see how there's like nothing on my finger? They're so easy to work with, in my opinion. I'm going to grab a little bit more of the white, and my understanding are these containers last a very long time. I'm really excited to try these on a canvas. Are you interested in that? I had somebody comment saying that they wanted to do the skin tutorial. I believe it was that I'm planning for Hannah Carlson's Daydreams. Oh, it wasn't the skin tutorial. It was the dog, like the fur tutorial, and said, I know that Hannah's books are expensive because they are, or at least the ones that I've bought seem to be. I can't give you a download from another artist because that's a copyright infringement, but what I can do is create a new drawing specifically for us to color. If you would like for me to do that, all you have to do is let me know. And if enough of my awesome friends want me to do it, I will do it. So please let me know if you would like that. And even let me know and suggest a type of dog that you're interested in. Okay, because there's so many different, maybe it's a cat, but I know this person in particular was talking about that dog. Okay, so I went in and kind of based these two trees in. Just like with oil paint, I like to come and start with a base color and come on top, which is probably one of the reasons I like Derwent, because they're more permanent. So I now can take this black color. Now that's straight black. That's probably going to be too dark, but let's just try and put it on a side. Wow. Now I'll just take a little bit of the white and apply the white to the right side of the tree. I think I like taking it from the palette better. It's just more controlling. I don't know if you can see some pastel is like beaded up on the paper. So I would rather smooth it in on the paper and then come in and put some, I'm putting it on the left side. I vary where I like my light and shadows to be, but I kind of want the light to come this way so that it can really accentuate this deer's face with the light on it instead of it being a lot in shadow. I just think it's going to be a really good vibe. So how are you, my awesome friend? I've had a really great week. I have been experiencing maybe a little bit more stress because I'm a stressed out individual. And just my limiting beliefs are getting the best of me sometimes. So I just thought I would share that with you. There's been such a slowness with the home renovation that I'm definitely feeling pressure with that. Like I just want it to be done, but you can't rush something like this. Other thing I'm going to do is grab another piece of paper to kind of, let's move this over a little to rest my hand on. I think I want to get some of the brown color. I'm not afraid to go in with the different colors because it's not going to mess it up. You saw me go into this with the dark color. I think I'm going to just get, like you see it there, but I'm not worried about it. Okay. So let's try this now. Oh, yeah. I don't think I want to emphasize the all of these lines that Rita has given us, these different patterns. I might change my mind with that, but as of right now, I don't think I want to. Wow, look at that tree, looks awesome. I'm really liking this vibe. I'm glad I didn't go green, so thank you again, my awesome friend. Friends, you're all my friends. This little tool is working really well here, and this is kind of stiffer. If I went in with this, it really like smushes more. A Q-tip would probably be great also, and I am going to grab one of those in a minute. I don't have makeup brushes like this because I don't really wear makeup. I'm glad it came with them. I'm probably going to need to buy some, like more at some point. I'm kind of thinking this tree is behind this one, so I don't want to put too much white on it, maybe just a little bit here and there. Do you guys like pastels? I thought this would be just fun to just try something different. And because I know these pastels just seem to work really well, like not smearing around, I'm not worried about using them in the books, even though I've used other pastels in books also. There's something very freeing about using this kind of paint because this is paint. It's pigments, true pigments in powder form. It's very inspiring to do this. I think so. Put a little bit down there. Oh, I think I'm going to leave that light effect and I'm going to emphasize it a little bit. So, got that white on there. Really going on the right side. Oh, yeah. I love art. It makes me so happy, even though I feel a little overwhelmed that I've been doing so much for this, but not my other channels, and I'm kind of like been so preoccupied with it. I've also been doing so much art, and it's been years since I've done that on a regular basis, so it's very good for my soul. I'm going to put a little bit more on this tree back there. Oh, I'm loving that. You guys like how that's looking? Oh, I love it, love it, love it. Okay. This is kind of in my way. I'm not afraid. There's no pastel on here, so I'm just going to go for it. Taking a little bit more of that color. I kind of want to keep you guys zoomed out a lot of times so that you can see me grabbing it over there. And I'll try to zoom you in sometimes also so that you can see more exactly what I'm doing. And I'm grabbing a little bit of the brown, the black, and the green and like mixing it on there. Just like with the schnauzer that we started in the live stream with Hannah Carlson, the Merry Christmas, white and black are not just white and black. They have other colors in there. If we only went black and white on these or too white, we're not going to get the mood that we're looking for. And I'm always going to like remember, I can come over the top with some type of an opaque white to bring back white if I go too far, because I'm not just using watercolors. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I want this tree here, the one that's in the middle, to be more in like farther back. So I'm going to just go in with this same brush. Okay. Because I could even come in with another tool. I have to get even smaller tools, I guess. I want to add a little bit more of like the black to the outside, and I'm going to just go straight to black and we'll see what happens. Oh, that's so nice. Not everywhere, just in a few select areas like that to emphasize, you know how those like little spaces, oh, that looks so good, gets like to make it more recessed. And also thinking about the bottom of a tree. because the bottom isn't going to have like the moon shining through. I did have somebody say on a video, I think it was one of my videos I just recently put up, that maybe I'm using too many mediums and it's contributing to my stress. I don't think so. Like and look what I'm doing here. I'm putting it down and I'm pushing left. If we look at our reference photo, of course it doesn't look like this, but can you see these lines, how they're horizontal? That's the vibe I'm going with, and you can really see it right there. To start at the right edge of the tree and push to the left. And I think I'm going to go back and do it on those also when I finish with this. So yeah, saying maybe I'm using too many different mediums and it's stressing me out, and that, some of the best colorists or whatever artists stick with one. While I do agree with a lot of that, and definitely when I went and I was a full-time artist, I tried every medium that I could. And then I settled is not the right word because I loved it, on the Alkyd oil paints. And I did use other mediums sometimes to keep me fresh, but I mostly used the Alkyd oils. I don't feel it's the same with the coloring books. Like, I want to be able to experiment more. And I'm good with how it makes me feel, if that makes sense. I really like the effect we were able to get on that tree. So I'm going to go back just with the black, put it in a few select areas. Really emphasizing that left side, and I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I'm trying not to put them in the exact same spot as the one on the other tree, so it doesn't look like a row across. Go back in with the white, and we're going to push to the left, trying to start at where it starts, where you could see it. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? Because there's no such thing. I really like this effect. Love it. Okay, that was definitely a great addition. I mean, you could just color those all different colors, and that could be really fun too. Who was it that I was watching recently was talking about Rita Berman? They said that they were going to make the Land of Small or Little Adventures their project book. And looking at the way Rita colors for inspiration to make it look like that, I mean, I think that's awesome. But I also want to color however I want, which is, I think, the whole point of coloring is for us to do what we want. You see how those trees seem a little farther away because they're darker? I want this to be like brighter as it starts drawing your eye to the deer. I'm really thinking about composition here. Taking a little bit more of the different colors. Okay. And I'm going to put a little bit more on this one that's farther away, the one inside. I like that splotchy effect. It kind of looks like this on the reference photo. So I don't want to do too much. I don't want to get rid of all of it because I think it's a good effect. So just a little bit. We're probably going to put even more in select places once we get the base down. And don't worry about this. We'll be able to erase it and get it off of there. I'm not worried about that. Oh, I love that. Love it. Now I'm going to come in and get that left side. Thomas still out there. He's trying to get the porch. He's creating these, this craftsman style. What is it called? Not a formed porch. It's, like an archway. Why can't I never find words when I'm looking for them? I'm going to grab straight black here. Not right there, because that's there. A few spots. So he's creating like the arches, and he's never done anything like that before. I am going to put a little bit in there to add the depth. I really like that. And he's a perfectionist like I am. So he's getting a little stuck. I'm going to put a little bit randomly in the center. I'm kind of now feeling like I should do that in these areas. So let's do it. I love to get inspired. Oh, yes. That's what they were here for, wasn't it? They're here as like that spot. There isn't one there, but I'm going to put one. Oh, I love that effect. I love that effect. So yeah, he's, what is the name of that? It's like a, I'm going to have to look it up because it's driving me nuts. Look at the impact. Like these trees look so daggone dimensional. I am in love. These might need more white, but for now, I really am vibing, accentuating that, maybe even more. Yeah, just like that. Thank you, Rita, for making this awesome drawings. Oh, I forgot that one. I'm going to put a little bit of brown in the one here because it's also going to be reflecting the light. Oh, I love it. Because it's a little bit closer. Now I'm going to go in. Let's try what happens when we have straight white. Push to the right, push to the left rather, to help create those lines. Yes, I'm here for it. I'm here for it, my beautiful friends. I did put up a thank you for reaching 50,000 views. I am like so flipping in awe of this community of awesome colorists, how welcoming. So thank you. I had no idea that this existed up until recently. And now I'm like so hooked. I'm so hooked. Accidentally, I put some in there. So I'm going to fix that. Yeah, there we go. Push. Absolutely could apply fixative. It will get on the other stuff. So we have to think about, do we want to do that? And I don't know at this point because I don't know the medium. For somebody saying maybe I'm using too many mediums, I'm using a different medium everywhere and I'm here for it. Okay, moving forward down the left side. This is a good rhythm, you know? Like base it in first. Let's put some more color on here. To come down, come kind of straight down. I'm going to do these two trees together. It's like these little brushes were made for these trees. So inside of here is this tree, I think. Why is it so wide? It's wider than that. That bothers me. So we're going to fill it in. But now it doesn't make sense because it's too wide. Friends, I'm so literal. I can't help it. I could throw some snowflakes on it at the end and not worry about it. Let me grab a little bit more of the green here. I kind of want to have a little bit of this. And then go to the black. to emphasize these holes, these like little crevices where, I don't know, a miniature owl might be living. In my mind, that's what it looks like. I am going to put a little bit more here and there. I mean, that looks good, even just like that, but I really like the effect of these. Then push sideways. Let's see, I'm going to go just with the straight white and see what happens. Love the effect. I wish I could remember what it's called that he's doing out there. It's like the top part, like you have the porch and it's the covered part with the steeple. I don't know if that's the right word. He's never done that before. He is a carpenter, so he can do anything. I mean, I've never seen anybody as expertly skilled as he is with wood, and I thought I was good. I used to make my own frames when I did commissioned paintings. I would offer that, and they turned out great. Like a lot of the paintings I have in my house, I made the frames as best I could with what I had. I am not a carpenter, but he is phenomenal. So he made a mock-up. I think that's the right word. Let's go back in with the darker. I'm going to put some straight black in there. And he asks my opinion a lot, but I don't really know. So I'm like, I think that looks great, but I don't know. I'm not 100% sure if that's how it's supposed to be, but I know however it comes out, it's going to be awesome. I do have a tendency to jump around, so I'm noticing over here, I just want a little bit more. Especially this one in the back, it's kind of like, doesn't have a lot going on. I think this is nice and bright. We're going to need brighter on this tree. I'm going to get a little bit of the brown. Put the brown in there. Oh, yeah. Now let's get the white, and let me grab a Q-tip and we'll try that. These are just regular Q-tips. You don't need any fancy kind of Q-tip. I'm going straight in the white. It is like leaving some pigment that will just blow off on the page because I'm not doing it on the palette first. I'm really wanting to see like what happens. I think I want to put it on the palette first. And these work better than a Q-tip. A Q-tip kind of smushes it down more. So I do like this better. I think I'm going to flip to the other side and we'll try that. Kind of wish I had more of these like makeup brushes. That's okay. These are kind of dead spaces, maybe. I'm going to put a little bit. Let's try doing the tip. Oh, that's nice. I'm going to just put it over here. Okay, let's do the next tree. Grab some more of the dark, and just like we've been doing, I'm going to come down the left side. Now I'm thinking I probably should have done these, but I can just put a paper over this to get those. I'm always thinking furthest back to closest, and these are the closest. So we could just do them last, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I am going to do them now, because then when we come in and do the deer, it's on top, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? To me, it does. Tell me that you understand, friends. Already, the picture is starting to look like it's nighttime because of this with the trees. I still am so thankful that I did not go in and make them green, but I like adding some green in there because they are. If you look at the reference photo, there's greens. It's reflecting yellow, so we don't necessarily have to do that. It wouldn't be wrong, but I don't want to bring yellow into this picture because I want the golds to be down here. But at the very end, I might decide to put a little bit of gold on the trees because we don't want color in just one spot. Okay, going in just with the black. What an addition it makes by highlighting these areas. It really helps them to like pop off the page and helps it to look so dimensional. And when we come back in with our like glitter pens and white Posca to put the snow back there, it is going to be absolutely stunning. I'm so excited about it. Okay, let's put a little bit of brown in there too. I really like that addition. All right, now going in with this one, and I'm going to not use that side because we just started using it, and use this side instead. Grab some more of that white. Start on the right side and push to the left. It's funny because I know how to get the effect if I was on a canvas. It's so different, like with paper. I feel like I'm learning so much at how to make it happen. I'm going to flip it over to the other side now. Grab some more white. I want this tree, because it's also the widest tree that's farther away, to be the brightest. So it really draws your eye to the deer. What are those things? What is it called that you're doing out there with the porch? What is that you're making?
Huh?
What is that you're making? What is it called?
Truss.
Truss, that's it. But that's what that shape is called?
It's just a timber frame truss.
Timber frame truss, that's it.
It's a timber frame with a gable end of the porch.
Gable end of the porch. Okay. I knew that it was, I couldn't remember what it was, and I'm telling my friends, and I don't remember. Okay.
Right.
A truss, but a gable. Okay. I knew it was important, friends. I just couldn't remember what it was. We could use a little bit more of the dark in here, little spots of it, here and there. Random is important. Remembering the lower part of the trees are going to be darker. Just a little bit more black in there. Oh, I am like in love with these trees. I love it. I love it. Put a little bit more down here. Okay, now we're going to do the next tree. I'm going to slide the book over. This is fast too. I do want to do an entire picture just with the pastels because I love this medium. Back in the day, I used to do that. And I don't remember which side of this. They both kind of look the same. I didn't do those yet. Kind of varying my technique a little bit, and we'll see. Going sideways. Yeah, I've done entire portraits just with that, landscapes. How did I never use these? I don't know. Maybe because they're so expensive. I never had endless money, even though people think I do. I don't. I'm going to go in, get some more of these 3 colors. So while these cost more maybe than other things, that's relative, isn't it? And these, I forget how much this was. I bought this from Dick Blick. They also have it on Amazon. I think the Dick Blick price was cheaper, but I'll have it in my Amazon storefront if you want to see it. Or get it there, or then look there and then get it somewhere else. But these are going to last a really long time. It's not like they're going to last for 4 pages, 4 coloring pages, and then it's done. Let's go straight to the brown. Or straight into the brown. And the purpose is to mix them together. So you don't need every color. You don't need the lights and the darks because you can make it with black and white. I really like the way that tree right there looks. Maybe just a little bit more black right there. Okay, now these are closer. So let's do these trees first. Oh, I'm loving these trees in the background. Okay, so since these are closer, they're going to be brighter, is what I'm imagining. So I'm going to just cover up what we've just done, and I'm going to focus on these trees in the distance. And I want them to be brighter. Remember, this is nothing. So I might not do like a lot of, we need the shadow side to give it dimension. But I think I want to leave them not as smeared. So I might have to use a different blender since the one that we're using right now with the white is kind of compromised, if that's the right word. And I think I'm going to do all 4 of these at the same time. Something in my mind is telling me to do it. So I know I'm varying it now because now I'm doing both sides of the tree at the same time, but I'm just trying to get the darkest values in first. And I don't have to do a lot of thinking for a lot of it because it's wherever Rita has given us, oh, I love this background, has given us these like little like indentations in the tree. Now I'm going to grab some more of the green, some more of the brown, tap, tap. Make sure that we have these colors too. And come down this side. I'm using horizontal or vertical rather, and then little dabs. It is important to think about which tree is in front of which. So I'm thinking like this one here is in the very front in my mind. I kind of like that it's in the middle. And maybe this one. It can help with how you shade it if you have that idea. But I do believe we can change our mind about that also. Like if we decide we want a different tree in front, we can use the white of the paper, remember. I put some over there accidentally, so I'm going to lean into it. Kind of like that it's going to look rounder. What I mean is we don't have to use white. We can let the white of the paper be the white. That is possible. That's something that you do a lot in watercolor, right? If you're not doing gouache, the white of the paper is your lightest highlight. I'm not moving this paper side to smear anything, but I am very confident that this, it stays on there. You know, it's not going to wipe off. And just a little bit got on my finger. Kind of pushing that side too, just a little bit. Look at the effect of these versus that because these are closer. I am going to make them a little bit darker, but I'm probably going to come back in and add more lights to those. And I'm going to show you how we're going to do that in a second. Now going back in with the black. Grabbing a little bit of that brown, straight brown. Okay, let's look at it. Okay, I'm going to go in with this one that doesn't have any color on it. Well, now there looks like there's still pink on there. I don't want to use that then. Let me think about this. Let me grab something else. I got this set to use with the masking fluid. And where this is foam, this is like silicone. Let's try this. And I'm going to use this shape. I'm going just in the white. I don't know what it's going to do, so let's try it. Okay, I'm noticing, you see, it's not smearing. So we need to get it and do it over here first. Oh, yes. I like the handle of this because it's longer. I mean, these are so short, right? Man, my battery's almost dead. Somebody had asked me how I'm able to record for so long. These Osmo Pocket 3 cameras that I'm using are so flipping awesome. Is it not plugged in? It is. There we go. They last a really long time, and they have a battery pack that I bought that came with the Creator Combo that has it last even longer. And you can plug it in and use it while it's plugged in. And it just uses a regular USB-C. Okay, I'm loving the effect. We want these to be brighter. It's hard to pick up the color on these. They might not be the best. I like the splotchy effect though. Like this effect, I like it. So I think I just need to use it differently. So instead of trying to come across with the white like I was doing before, I'm going to just smear what's already on there. That might work better. Oops, I got some there. At the end, we can come in with this. It's like it was never there. So if I use this just to smear what's on there, it looks really good. See, I'm going into the black, like pretending there's white on it when there isn't. That's a pretty cool effect. And I can try. That's not really doing anything, but that looks pretty good. I also can grab this one and see for some spots if I want to just mute it a little bit. I still think this is the best. And I know I just went outside the lines. It's fine. Okay, I'm going to have to get some more of these that are longer handled. Do they have them? They must. I really like how this tree is looking. It looks so rounded. Might be hard to tell. I'm starting on the right and pushing leftward. I'm trying to stop at where the tree ends, but I went too far right there. But it's okay. I know some of my friends say they love that I throw caution to the wind or a haphazard colorist or however you want to say it, that I'm so willing to try things. I am. But I've also been doing this a long time with painting that I know we can make it work. Even if it doesn't look like it's working, we can. We'll figure it out along the way, and we have to be okay with it not looking good in order for it to look good. So Rita did not draw all the way to the bottom, so I'm gonna have to fix that later. I have such an issue with some stuff, friends. I haven't put any color on this either. I'm just going and just smearing what's ever on there. I'm really doing that to get that horizontal effect. So let's see how do you see how they look so much closer than those? Okay, I'm like loving this. We have to envision this stuff colored in. I'm gonna leave that for now. So far, these trees here are gonna need a little work because they're a little bit too dark. So which side did I? It was this side. So now we're gonna do these ones. Yeah, so these are a bust for this. I feel like they are. I'm coming and putting more of these 3 colors. Move my book over so that I could see or reach it better. Just like we did on the last ones, I'm going to do these. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this one. I'm trying to be very careful too because I want to keep the border, this border. And this one's really skinny. It's harder to do because it's so skinny. So yeah, I'm going to keep trying different mediums or experimenting because it makes me happy. I don't think it's a source of frustration. I think it makes me just feel invigorated. Okay, now we're going to I started to come down a little, and then kind of do that. Come down. Oops, I hit it with my finger and some of the pigment fell out, but it's fine. I didn't even think we could make this snow. Snow might look a lot better than grass. I kind of really like that idea. And we're going to talk about it at the premiere. So, meaning like right now. What do you think about making it snow? I really like that idea. I think it's better, especially that we went with this color for the trees. I'm going to go back with this one. And first I'm going to try not putting any other color on it and see what I think just by smushing. Yeah, you see how it's a lot brighter? Like these are so much darker. We'll try it, and I'm not going to go everywhere. Like I'm not even going all the way to the edge on some of it. I'm starting in the middle, and I like that effect better because then you see even more here. And yes, I am a very messy colorist. We know this. We know this, friends. Did I forget come down on this one? I feel like I did. It's just so small, like narrow. It's hard to get in there. That's better. You could use regular pencils. You don't like Prismacolor or some other pencils to do the birch trees too. I just really wanted to try this out because I have these pastels. Oh, see, I love the black. It just looks so stinking good. Helping it to pop off the page. I'm going to put a few more here and there. emphasizing that spot too. Now coming in with this one, I'm going to take a little bit of white on it in some spots. I'm kind of looking like where I feel like right there, it's too much of a blob. Yeah, see that kind of smooths it out a little bit so it's not quite so blobby. Let's see how it looks so far. Let me just fix this right there. Fix might be the wrong word. Okay, we definitely have a variation with what's in the background and what's in the foreground. I'm going to take my eraser and I'm worried about that pink, so I'm going to just flip it over. Now what I'm going to do, first, I'm going to clean up this edge over here. Fantastic. I'm going to clean up this edge over here. I'm going to clean this up. You could use a kneaded eraser if that makes you more comfortable. Let's look at it. I think I want to put a little bit more of the dark in a few spots, like right here. And I'm going to go straight into black. Take a little bit of the greener colors and the brown also. I do the same thing on this side. I love that background. It is just so vibrant. I don't think I like what I did there. So I'm going to use this brush. I didn't put any more pigment on it, but I'm going to. I'm going to put a little bit more white. I'm actually going to take my eraser. That's better. I didn't like what I did, so if we don't like it, we can delete it. And same here, I kind of smeared over it. Okay. We're not going to erase the Derwent ink tints. It's there to stay. Grab the black again. Yeah, I just wanted to create a little bit more oomph right there. I'm going to do the same thing right here. I'm noticing. I'm going to stand up and look at it. Oh, I love it. I flipping love it. What I don't love is that tree back there. Part of me wishes that we would have done away with that tree. So I don't like it. I think I don't want to treat it like that because it just doesn't look the same as the others. So I'm going to come down like we can see the whole tree on the left-hand side of it like we were doing. And I'm also going to add a few of these things as if they were there. These like spots that an owl or a bird or something could hide. All right, already it looks better. And get some white. I kind of want to draw some stuff with a fine liner. I don't know if I can get it over this. I'm sure I probably could, or maybe I might use acrylic paint because this is the only one that doesn't have all the lines. So I put some, but I think it's standing out too much to me. That might be a problem for another day though. Already it looks better since we did that, doesn't it? It doesn't look as drab. I think we might use the eraser on this one. I think we went a little too crazy, or I did, with making it so dark. All I'm doing is touching the right side of the tree, just like we were doing with this, touching it and pushing it to the left. I'm doing the same thing with this. I'm going to come back in with the darker, getting some more of this black and the green for the tree that's on the left. That already looks better. It looks good. I need to blow on it. Hang on. Let me grab my little brush so I can brush it. So I just grabbed my brush. I'm very carefully. I'm purposefully sweeping up. It's not really doing anything. Okay, I take my rag. I'm hardly doing any pressure. I just want to get the clumps off so we can see what we're looking with. Oh, it's looking fabulous. I'm going to take a picture of this so I can see it through the lens to see if it needs anything else. Yeah, one of my favorite things to do is to do this. And then we can look at it here and it looks fabulous. I don't think it needs anything else. If anything, we might put some finishing touches with these pastels when we get to it. Like after let me just, it's got some of the eraser shreddings over here. Wipe this off. What do you guys think? I flipping love it. Like I feel like it could use a little there, but then I also like that it's not. Let's move this paper. What do you guys think? Do you love it? I flipping love it. What a simple effect to get with these daggone pastels. They absolutely look like my inspiration image, don't they? I mean, if you look at them side by side, don't you know they're birch trees? Of course. I do think we need snow down here instead because the sky is going to just sing. It's going to be glorious. Do you love the birch trees? I do. And we can come back and do details with acrylic paint or more with pastels. I love it. I'm done for today on this page. I do think I'm going to use these pastels on another page that I'm thinking about doing, that owl. I think I want to put some trees back there with it. If you made it to this point in the video, will you put a tree emoji so I know you're still here? I flipping love you guys. I love hanging out with you. I'm having so much fun in this project book. When you complete a page or a session, if you will tag me at Tripoli Arts, and why don't we use hashtag TTA Hidden Seasons 2026. Hashtag TTA Hidden Seasons 2026. I flipping love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends.